Hey guys, Mumbles here with another New World video, and today we're going to go over the patch notes for 1.1 and all of the bug fixes, the combat overhaul, the economy rework, all kinds of different things, including new enemies, new weapon, the Void Gauntlet, all that kind of stuff. Guys, if you guys like this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Let's jump right in, guys, and see what they have to offer with all these bug fixes, new weapons, new enemies, and what they have plans for the future. So guys, if you guys didn't know that the Void Gauntlet is now in the game, this is a really fun game that we used in the PTR, the public test realm, as well as the different types of trees and weapons and abilities. And it's a very unique weapon. It is a focus intelligence weapon, so it is going to be pretty much like a secondary for focus or life staff people. It's got a lot of buffs and debuffs, as well as some DPS aspects to it as well. So it's kind of a cool kind of hybrid between DPS and healing. They're now introducing the Varangian Knights, which is a group that are from the north that sailed down to the southeastern area of Aeternum and are looking to essentially make a second home. Go under the name or the warlord named the Hammer, which is Varric Iznov, but they also work for someone else that's higher up. So we don't really know the expand of what their structure is, but we can understand that this is probably a small detail of these guys. And there's probably a lot more that to come. And we're probably going to see these guys a lot more in the future as well. We can see the guy here in the front. He has some sort of like knight armor with a sword. We can see this guy right here, kind of like blurred when you get back here. Some heavier guys. It looks like they have the more cylinder shaped kind of knight helmets. They have the giant great axe and some capes. This looks like to be their symbol. Got some like yellow kind of spikiness around the sword. So kind of interesting to see. These guys look really, really cool, really medieval kind of knight look, which I really like a lot. Absolutely love this armor though. Hopefully we can get this armor. So all in all, the world experience, this is pretty much they added starter zone visual variety and improvements, basically buffed up visuals in the starter areas. Corrupted and wither visuals have been amplified in the POIs. I don't know what this means. I don't know if they're going to be adding fog, like a kind of a gross looking blight fog, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. They did move Ezra's Forge down to Amrine from the Starstone, so that it's a little bit closer to the quest giver. We are now going to be running 10% faster on roads if you're running for more than 3 seconds on the road, and it will be canceled if you do any attacking, dodging, blocks, hit with a debuff, anything like that will cancel the movement buff. So it's a small movement buff just to help out with the people that complain about the long distance traveling and all that kind of stuff. This is not active during wars and outpost rush and duels. This is only active in the open world kind of traveling. They now added 10% base luck and 30% gathering luck when flagged for PvP. So you're probably gonna start seeing a ton more people, especially in like Morningdale, Great Cleave, Shattered Mountain, all those upper areas flagged for PvP just to get the better luck. Because 30% more luck when gathering is going to be huge for like Orichalcum ingots. There's Silkweed, your Wyvern Fire, all that kind of stuff is going to be a huge deal getting those high tier items. They did fix the AI getting stuck on cliffs or boulders. They fixed where some doors would show closed when not in dungeons. This happened especially like on the Captain Thorpe fight in Depths, where you would go to the area and the door would be closed, but you could still walk through it, but you still have to, I mean, not many people think about walking through a door, so I mean, it would seem closed and you probably have to leave and jump back in and try it again. They fixed people being able to heal when not in an encounter in an expedition. They also fixed the issue in dealing damage without taking damage in expeditions. Enemy names, vitals, and versions have been updated and fixed. This goes for any portals, elites, or expedition people. Any of those kind of situations where they usually have like Slicer, Slimy, Hardy, Fire Resistant, Ice Resistant, that kind of stuff. They did rework those and made it so that they apply correctly. Because there were a few times where someone would say Shattered, but they would actually be a Slicer, and then all of a sudden the lasers start coming up. And at a high tier area, those are really, really scary because they do a lot of damage. As far as quest, new PvP missions, we have Control Points, which is just seize the fort. We have Intercept, which is defeat other players, and we have War Camp Loot, which retrieve plans from the War Camp. These are just kind of a little bit variety of missions that you can do in your PvPing, so you don't get the same 3 missions every single time, and kind of helps with people not just running a train between 2 and 3 missions to get the experience or the influence on an area. Kind of makes it a little bit more dynamic. You can't just run trains in one route. Some areas I'm sure you still can, like Windsward and Everfall. The PvP missions are pretty close to the fort, so you could probably still run a decent sized train through there. They updated main story missions with wave encounters, destructible objects, and proximity tracking nodes. As a result, players may need to redo quests to experience the quest changes. The quest Old Stone Remembers and New Initiate Old Order will have to be redone completely, so you will probably have to go back and get those quests just so that we can experience the new reworks. They updated several quests, Wolf Den quest and First Light, to reduce travel. It's just they chose a closer Wolf Den than the one that was super far away, so it'll be a little bit easier now. Many minor fixes like text and voice changes over various different quests. Nothing crazy. It's just a bunch of various little tiny like text imperfections and misspelling and all that kind of stuff throughout the quest. And the quest little blurbs there. So hopefully that's just kind of like a quality of life and immersion thing. If you're kind of one of those people who read every single kind of page that they show. World Tech, they fixed some AI that were spawning more than intended. This is probably some of those areas like I think it's not Faith's Bounty. There's a place in Russell Shore on the west or the east side that is very, very fast and respawning. And they have a lot of grenade throwers, so it's a little bit annoying to go there, especially by yourself. So hopefully this kind of stuff has been fixed in some of those areas that respawn fast and you can kill them and you feel like you're never actually getting into that area. Town board not refreshing. This has been fixed, so now that when you go and cancel quests and you have to wait the 2-minute timer to redo the quest, and sometimes it wouldn't refresh, so now that's going to actually fully refresh. PvP XP no longer benefits in expeditions. This is kind of a bug slash exploit that you could do where you could use the PvP mode. If you were not the one entering the door, you would get the PvP bonuses for being in the dungeon. The UX, UI, and social changes. Streamer mode has been essentially just fixed. It makes it so that you don't get any notifications, invites, that kind of stuff, as well as Do Not Disturb does about the same thing. It does send a message to the person that was sending you something, just being like, hey, this person's in Do Not Disturb or streamer mode, just so you know they may not respond as quickly as possible because they actually have to go in and check for invites and stuff like that. I don't know how this works if both people are on Do Not Disturb. Hopefully it just doesn't send like an infinite message back and forth. We'll have to test that one out here pretty soon. Salvage and repair made repair and repair all buttons more clear. I didn't know there was a repair all button for quite some time. It's not very obvious, so I'm glad that they kind of fixed this so that this is a more kind of out there button where you can kind of notice it a little bit better. A few more notable bugs. When near coin cap, trades and selling of items to exceed cap has been disabled. So if you get in within a certain percentage of your coin cap, you can't go out and sell a bunch of items or go into trading to kind of get beyond this and exploit or bug the game to beyond cap of coin. They fixed the bug caused titles to be reset every time you open the game. I'm happy about this because it was really annoying when I would get a new title, because I'm one of those people who's like, once I get a new title, I put that one on, and I would have no title at all. Titles are kind of fun. They're kind of interesting the way to see who has what achievements and such like that. They updated icons on many items as far as in the trading post, as well as they did add the saffron icon as well, where saffron had the same icon as hyssop. And there's a few other items like that where they just pretty much have the same icon, so they updated them so they're different. They fixed the map info on crafting stations where it was incorrect. Like if you're in town, you saw that the tannery was level 5, but if you pulled up the map, sometimes it shows like level 3 or level 4, depending whatever level the map felt like saying it was that time. This will help us get a little bit more kind of accurate information of where we need to go to craft certain items. They made a warning for the take all from the storage. This was exceptionally annoying. I think it was S and F. If you clicked them together, it would take over the entire storage and take it all over into your inventory, which is quite annoying to have to transfer everything back. So now we'll just get a little bit of a warning message being like, hey, do you want to do this? No. Cool. Goes back, which is great because it was honestly super annoying. I do it like 3 or 4 times a stream, and it's just quite annoying and frustrating. Icon to show friendly players of faction are flagged or not. This is incredibly useful, especially now where probably more people are going to be flagged. My guess is we're going to be out there and we're going to be able to see who's more PvP, who's got some backup, who doesn't, and that kind of stuff. They did fix gear score 600 not being crafted but using materials. This has been a thing for a couple patches, so hopefully this has been fully fixed now. I think the only thing that was resulting in this as of recently was the Ice Gauntlet for 600 gear score. I think was the only one that was doing it this between this last patch and this patch. They did add a coin buff to expeditions, a plus 25% for Starstone, and then it scales up to 100% at the end game, like Lazarus. And so now we'll start getting a little bit more coin from those, because before, without the actual level experience, you're only getting weapon mastery and coin. So they buffed up the coins, so we're not getting any expedition or experience from it. So there are a lot more to this patch. I'm going to go ahead and put out separate videos on the combat alone, as well as the economy itself. That way we can have a very kind of like narrow video. I don't want to make a 45-minute video for you guys to watch. I'd rather be kind of broken up in specific situations. Like if you don't care about the combat or the weapons, you're more worried about the economy, you can watch just the economy portion. If you don't care about the economy and you just want to watch the combat section, you can watch just the combat section. So those two videos will be coming out very, very soon, probably either today or tomorrow. I'm going to cover one more today and then one more tomorrow, most likely. So we'll see what goes on there. Thank you guys. I hope you guys like this video. I hope this patch looks as good as it does to me as it does to you guys. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Goodbye. Deuces, y'all.